The infinite within the finite. The finite. The finite. Finitive. Finite. The infinite within the finite. Here we go. Happy March, water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. This is your reading. We are almost done Pisces season and almost in the energetic new year, so I won't be surprised to see some alignment here to flow with your own water energy, but also probably releasing and letting go and new energy coming in. That's just a guess. We gotta pull the cards and see. But if you're new here, hi, I'm Maggie. I'm a tarot reader, past life regression practitioner, astrologer, psychic medium, and all those woo-woo sort of things. I do month-ahead readings every single month for every single zodiac sign. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you around every single month to work with your energy. I also just make witchy, cozy lifestyle content, so come join my magical little channel. But with that being said, let's jump into today's readings. Reminder, if you do want to have your own reading, you can use the link in the description below to book a one-to-one reading with me. I only do a few a week, so I have limited spots month to month. So if you're interested, please go grab one below. But for now, let's get into the collective readings. All right, Pisces, happy March and happy birthday to any March Pisces, and happy belated birthday to any February Pisces. Really interesting reading. I feel like you're really aligning with your own energy this month. You're really feeling a bit more like yourself, but there's some things that you need to put in place. We have the reverse Knight of Pentacles here being like, you haven't really been feeling that in love with the abundance in your life. You've kind of been waiting for a next step with career, more money to come in. It feels like your money is being spent on things that don't feel really exciting to you, or you're just not making enough to be able to invest in the things that you want. You're looking for more of that flow in life when it comes to abundance. And one of the things that you're really being called to do is invest your energy into somewhere new. Maybe it's really looking at where your energy is going right now, because I have a feeling for some of you Pisces, it's almost going into a old version of yourself or an old dream. Maybe a lot of your time is spent doing one thing, or a lot of your time is spent trying to make a person happy, and it's sort of like that is an old dream. We need to really recalibrate the energy and be like, where is my investments really going? Maybe you're watching a lot of TV and that used to be like a fun thing that you would do on weekends, but all of a sudden you're finding yourself doing it for hours every single day after work or in the morning. Maybe you had to put a lot of energy into a certain project at work, and now that project is done, but you still find yourself spending a lot of time doing tasks that sort of helped you with that more than helped you with this next step that you're taking. And it's sort of like, okay, where are we investing our time and how can we change that? Because once you start to reevaluate that and shift it a little bit, you're going to feel these small steps forwards again. There's just this feeling of putting your energy into things that aren't giving it all the way back. And for some of you, this is definitely routines, but for a lot of you, I think there is a relationship in your life that is really not being fully returned to you and really draining your energy, and it's time to talk to that person. For some of you, it's literally your romantic relationship, and for others, it's going on too many dates. It's settling for people who do not meet your standards. And for some of you, it's a family member, but we have this relationship here, and it's saying this is the month you need to speak up for yourself. There's been something that has felt so draining about these connections, whether that's, you know what, it's a first date, I've already see a bunch of red flags, or this is, a non-negotiable for me, and I always sort of look past it, but now I'm standing strong in it. Or it's something where you need to talk in your relationship. You have to be like, hey, I haven't totally been happy with blank, or hey, I need some more help with blank. Or if it's a family member, a friend, there are some hard conversations that need to be had that have kind of been tipping to a boiling point. And if they are not looked at soon, Pisces, they're going to boil over with a snap, with a nasty comment, with something a lot more harsher. Whereas if you can just have the conversation, we have the Ace of Wands here. It's saying, you know what? This is going to have all whole new energy for stability, security, safety, and even a little bit of drive and passion. You're going to feel like this relationship is moving forward in a healthy way again. So even though it seems like if I have this conversation, it could topple a lot of things, it's actually going to set it up for new energy and for really positive change. And look, you'll find yourself flowing in life again with your relationships, with the people who are important to you, feeling like you're finally on the same page with the people in your life. And you'll also feel like you actually got to put your energy first. You'll feel rejuvenated. You'll feel like, yes, you know what? I'm allowed to be a little bit selfish. I'm allowed to speak my needs and I'm allowed to pour into my own cup. You're allowed to be a bit selfish this month, Pisces. It's important so that you have the energy to continue moving forward, to really embrace this fresh energy. All right, short and sweet, but we have one more card. We have the Oracle card for you, the fish. And this is, whoops. Wow, the fish is flying away. And this is actually your sign. So, very much your energy, very much in your own energy. The fact that we end with the star and then we pull the fish is not a coincidence. I do not have the animal cards memorized, so I'm going to look in my guidebook here. But the key words are restlessness, change of focus, lost in the current. The fish loves to be submerged in life's current. Nothing pleases it more than movement, movement, and more movement. The roaming lifestyle of the fish may be exhilarating for a while, but usually leads to weariness and slippery relationships. What are we talking about? Extending your energy in too many places and not having firm relationship boundaries. With all the possibilities out there in the vast waters, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. Spend some time with the lunar forces, so maybe some moon work this month would be really beneficial, as peace and calm of the moon will soothe your soul. When you're in balance, you're going to feel adaptable. When you're out of balance, you'll feel distracted and always changing your mind. And to bring into balance is to set one small goal and accomplish it. Realize where your energy is going. Small steps. It all makes sense. The fish can be your sign this month to remind you of this reading. And that is all I have for you, Pisces. Have a great March. And now let's move on to Cancers. Happy March, Cancers. Now, you didn't pull a majority major arcana. It's not like a super powerful reading, but the last card you pulled is a spirit card. There's only 7 out of like 72 of these in the deck, so it's really powerful when you pull them. So there's definitely big energy here, and you did pull a cluster of really big energy, especially near the end of the reading. So even though this isn't as powerful as maybe some other readings in the past have been, it's still extremely powerful nonetheless. So definitely pay attention, be ready to work with it. But we start out strong here with the Emperor. This is a time that you are taking action. You are moving. You are taking big leaps. I see a lot of you are making investments, whether this is a small investment, like I'm going to buy myself a water bottle to help with routines, or like I am putting an offer in on a house. I am investing money with an investor, whatever it is. It is a time to be investing money, investing energy in things. Think of March as the month of investments and action. And not just willy-nilly. You're not just taking any action you can. This is specifically with things that are going to emotionally fulfill you, make you feel at ease and flow in life, things you've always wanted that have been weighing on your heart, because we did pull this dream life card. And so making these big moves, making these bigger investments, making these intentional actions and investment will start to slowly move you forward. You might not feel like a huge leap. You might not close on a house. You may not see huge big results, but all this month is taking the steps. It's setting you up to just fly. So it's really important that you stay razor sharp clear on every single action you take and your why on doing it. This is not necessarily a time to get in really deep with relationships. This is about really staying clear with your goals. But it is important. We do have a retrograde, which I'm going to talk about in the transits at the end. Relationships may feel a little bit off. You may feel some pushback. This is not a time to take big action. with your relationships, right? This is not a good time to break up. Things are not what they seem. People are naturally on edge, and so are you. So it's important that these things that we're taking steps and leaps towards are more things like career or lifestyle or personal goals and dreams, and not relationship based. You are a lot closer to a goal than you realize, Cancers. You may not see it yet. It may feel really far away, but you don't understand what is about to become clear to you, what is about to be placed in front of you. The best thing you can do is, we pulled the Magician and the High Priestess here, really getting super woo-woo and deep and intentional with your manifestation routines, really making this a non-negotiable. We're talking about investments before and talking about money. This is something where you can really invest your time. So getting really clear on, this is what I am doing to manifest, and this is the action I'm taking to call in these big things, are really, really important, because we have a brand new chapter just on the horizon, and we pulled this at the end of the reading, and we have the astrological new year coming up. So I would say this new chapter is going to bring in with it a lot of blessings, a lot of manifestations, as long as you show up and invest yourself in them. It literally says, when you do this, when you're in your routines, when you're taking action, you quite literally hold the world in your hands. So it's time to grab it and go. It's time to make happen what you want to happen. You're at this really beautiful end of a chapter and the beginning of a new one, but not where you're necessarily just wrapping things up and releasing. You are embodying and like calling in that next level. And it's really just further amplified by the Cosmic Egg card. So I don't have all of them memorized, so I'm going to read it to you. But this has to do with that crown chakra, with that connection to the divine. It's that surrender to the universe, knowing that you're doing enough. This is completion, harmony, the infinite within the finite. The Cosmic Egg is the final card in the journey of the Animal Spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of cosmic consciousness. This state emerges after we have tread the path for quite some time, and through self-effort and grace, we experience self-realization. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self-limiting beliefs are lifted. So some limiting belief work, which is huge for manifestation, is going to be extra powerful this month. When the essence of the cosmic egg has not been activated, we may feel as if we will never get there. That Six of Swords, you feel like it's a lot closer than you realize, or that you travel alone. You're alone in this journey, disconnected from others. Even if your encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer or a flash of interconnectedness, its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of the cosmic contract written at the beginning. We hold on to life, and life holds on to us. This is like, the universe has got your back sort of energy. So this is all about really feeling that interconnectedness of manifestation and making it happen. So very exciting month for you, Cancers. I'm excited to see what it holds. What are you manifesting? Let me know below. Have a beautiful March. And now let's move on to Scorpios. Happy March, Scorpios. Shifting, changing energy. I really think that for some of you, I would really recommend going and listening to last month's video, because I do think that last month's energy and this month are very connected. There's shifts, there's changes happening within you and externally, and I do think a lot of this is a bit of a continuation from last month, especially if you were not aligned last month, you weren't taking the action needed. And for some of you, this is just that continuation of change that already started last month. I think a lot of you are making a big change when it comes to how you're making money, with how you want to make money, with job. Maybe you're looking for a promotion, maybe you're looking for a career change, and this is really starting to become more and more pressing now. Maybe you're looking to move and you need a new job, or maybe you're just not happy and you need to look for a new one, or maybe you're starting to feel stagnant in your current position and you're looking for that promotion, or you're looking at a different company that's going to give you that higher ranking job. But there is a new journey beginning when it comes to money, abundance, and career, and it's saying trust that this is the right time. Karma is balancing. You have been in this place putting in all this energy into a job you aren't happy with, a career path that you know you aren't going to stick to, or your hard work and expertise not being given enough credit or compensation. And it's like the scales are starting to tip. However, if you just allow yourself to stay there, it's going to take a while. Regardless, this energy is inevitable. We did pull the Tower. If you don't decide to make a change, it is going to happen, for better or for worse. You are not content, you're not happy in this job, and the universe can feel that. So it's going to force a move, force a shift, force a change, and you are going to be quite literally forced to switch career paths or go for more or reimagine what you're doing. There is an external shift happening very soon. It could be within this month, could be just the news, the realization, and leading into others, but there's change that's happening that is going to shake up your career, that's going to shake up how you view finances, all of that sort of thing. So use this karmic energy to your benefit and push it in the direction that you want to go. It's time that you are happy with how you're making money, or for some of you, or on top of that, for some of you, you feel actually compensated and like your work is being recognized and properly rewarded. I do feel like there's a bit of a burden for you. For some of you, this could be relationship. The Lover's card can be like within your relationship, within your love life, you're feeling a bit of a burden, you're feeling a bit of heavy energy, and it's something you need to shake off. But for some of you, this could be just continuing with this career-wise. It's like you are missing the passion. The lack of passion is feeling like a burden, whether that is in relationship or whether that is in career. And it's like, you know what? It's time to fight for that passion again. It's time to, maybe your relationship has gone on the back burner. Maybe things have gotten in the way and you feel a little disconnected. And it's like, it's time to fight to realign that energy. You're starting to take small steps, maybe already, or maybe throughout this month it's starting to take small steps, but you need to fight for it. It needs to become a priority. And this can be on both sides. This can be relationship, or it can be feeling a passion for life, for what you're doing. You just don't feel that. It's sort of like work is consuming you, and then you get home and you're so tired and you don't have time for your relationship, or you don't have time for your hobbies and the things you love, or this passion that you really do want to chase. And it's like, okay, how can you first start to take small steps to take this burden off? Because then you will flow with your energy so much more. In order to call in this new level, you are meant to be so in flow with your energy, connected with your emotions, but also in a creative mindset, in a creative energy. You should be creating, whatever that means for you. I want you to be in the energy of creation, because creation and passion go hand in hand, and both the Queen of Cups and the Empress here are both all about that flow and creation. And look where it leads you. Instead of being at this 10 of Wands, you're instead at this 10 of Cups. And I mean, what could be better than that? We want to take this burden, feeling like you're never going to get there, and eclipse it with this really happy, fresh, flowy dream life energy. So that is your reading. It's literally 222 right now, and I was going to say 222 is going to be a sign for you in this reading. So look for 222 to remind you of this reading, to remind you of this realignment. And now let's look at your oracle card, which is the hummingbird. I don't have them memorized, so I am going to read from the book. Your keywords are positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. That spark, that passion. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar and returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. We're not letting we're not letting outside influences fully drain us. You're getting back into that own energy and you're fighting for that passion. This sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet and every moment worth savoring. This is really that energy at the end. I was talking about that creative energy, that feeling that flow of life again. When you're in balance, you're going to feel smart, curious, and this pull to learn and to create. And when you're out of balance, you're going to feel pushy, insistent, and sharp. To bring into balance is to take a class, learn something new, or really get into your hobbies. Okay, Scorpio, that's all I have for you today. I hope you have an amazing March. I'm excited to see what you get up to, so let me know down below. And that's all I have for all the water signs. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. There are your March readings. And now let's look at some astrological transits happening this month that I think are going to be important for you. The most important one is starting on the 14th and it lasts for 2 weeks, is that we have eclipse season. If you got change, if you were like, you need to manifest, you need to call in that next level or any sort of external or internal change, this is what eclipse season is all about. It is a transformation portal. I have manifested the biggest things during eclipse season. And on the flip side, I literally got the news last year of my deportation the last day of the eclipse. So the day of the lunar eclipse, I got the message of my deportation from Denmark. So it has so much change energy in it. And all three of you are talking about this change, this transformation, manifesting. And this is the best time to use it. I always say you can step in eclipse season one kind of person and step out a whole new version. So how are you going to use this energy to your benefit? If you're interested, I'm actually going to be running an eclipse season mini sort of like resource sort of challenge thing. You'll get an email with journal prompts or resources every single day of eclipse season to help you through it and to really transform through it. If you want that, I'm not sure if I'll have a wait list or I'll actually have the tickets open, but it's down below if you want to grab it or get on that wait list. It's only going to be, I think it's not very much money. I can't remember how much it is because I'm filming this way in advance, but it's less than $20 for 2 weeks of support, and it's gonna be so powerful and so much fun. So if you want that, go grab it. For some of you, you got relationship things, working on your relationships, or your relationships feeling a little bit off. And Venus is going to be going retrograde on March 1st in Aries, so it makes sense. Relationships are going to need to be worked on. They're not going to feel exactly right, or problems may arise. This is the time to work on your relationships so it doesn't lead to fights, so it doesn't lead to blow up energy, especially because it's retrograding in Aries. So this is going to be the whole month. So anything that came up about relationships or even just passion in general in your readings really kicks off at the very beginning of the month. On the 15th, Mercury retrograde begins in Aries. This can lead to a lot of heavy miscommunication and fighting. If there's conversations that need to be had, I would really recommend you having them before the 15th so that they can be the best that they can, the least miscommunication, and just very clear and actually helpful. Once we hit the 15th, for until Mercury becomes out of retrograde, conversations and like big important ones really are not always beneficial because misunderstandings are so much more common when our planet of communication goes into retrograde. But that's all I have for you. Those are some important transits to look out for. I hope you have a great March and I will see you next time. All right. Bye. Have a magical month.